Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Talking with Jay Springer. I'm your host Jay, giving you a video on the channel today. This is going to be the top 10 characters I want to be in the MCU. And when I mean the MCU, I mean the movies. Now some of these will be villains, some of these will be good guys, some of these will be franchises. And I just wanted to do a movie one. If you like the sound of me doing a TV series one, who I'd like to come into TV series, have their own TV series or whatever, comment your thoughts down below on that, and also give me your thoughts on who you think should be in the MCU movies in the comment section down below. Now, if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell to be notified whenever I upload videos just like this one. I don't just do ranking videos just like this one. I do reviews and also reactions to trailers and videos you guys want me to react to. That is on the subjects of movies, TV series and gaming. So it's quite a wide audience I'm looking to bring in. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It always helps and I really do appreciate it. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please do smash the thumbs up. Don't forget to comment your thoughts down below. That helps just as much, really. So yeah, as I said, this list is going to be basically based on the movies. So I'm going to go through some of these from 10 to the 1. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I haven't got any honourable mentions. I don't really want to go over too much or make the video too long. So I hope you guys enjoy it and we go straight into this top 10 list. So let's quickly go from number 10 to number 5 very quickly, as much as I can, to get through these and get to the top 5. Basically, we're going to go from number 10, and it is Daredevil. Now, a lot of people are going to be saying, oh, he's already got a TV series, he's in the MCU. Completely understand. He already had a film as well. It was a flop. Let's be honest. We can sit there and enjoy some parts of the film, but it was a flop. Now, we need to reinvent the Daredevil. Now, in the TV series, the guy who plays him done a great job. I hope they could maybe bring him into the MCU universe now. Obviously Netflix has been cancelled for the series Daredevil. Hopefully I can bring him in as the Daredevil in the future. I don't think that'll happen, but obviously that's just dreaming. But if they could somehow do that or get someone else to play the Daredevil just as good as this guy, I think the Daredevil would be a very, very good addition to the MCU universe. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what you think of that. And number 9, again, another one that's already got a TV series, it is The Punisher. Now, The Punisher is a badass character that we definitely deserve in the MCU. Now, I know he's got the TV series and he's doing a great job at the moment. Currently watching the TV series. Should have a review up on the channel on the weekend, guys. Most likely be Saturday. I'll be uploading that review, so stay tuned, subscribe and hit the bell. You don't want to miss that at all. But yeah, I think the Punisher would be a badass. Imagine him going in with machine guns and stuff like that, trying to stop all these villains and that. I think he'd be a cool addition, something different to what we've got at the moment. The only thing we've got close to him at the moment really is Hawkeye, obviously because he's using arrows and stuff like that. I think if we had a Punisher in there, I think it'd be really cool, and maybe even reinvent the Punisher movie, because now don't get me wrong, we've had a couple of Punisher movies, but they've not been up to scratch. If they reinvented it and they wanted to make it really good, I think they could. And I think if, again, the same with the Daredevil character, I think if they used the same person who plays Frank Castle, the Punisher, in the movie, I think it would just be amazing. But I don't think they'll do that because the guy who plays it is quite a big actor. But yeah, I would definitely love to see Punisher in the MCU. Coming at number 8 is the She-Hulk. Obviously, what it says on the tin, the girl version of the Hulk. And in the comics, it is Bruce Banner's cousin, I believe. She basically turns into the She-Hulk. She's now, when she gets angry, she's got more emotional control over her character, but when she becomes angry, she becomes more stronger than the Hulk. Now, this could be a storyline where Thanos maybe becomes too strong for the Hulk, or another person becomes too strong for the Hulk, and you get the She-Hulk. Now, I definitely think the Hulk needs a reinvention when it comes to the movies, because I don't think we've really had a great, incredible Hulk film. We've had a couple of good ones, we've had a couple of bad moments in them as well. I think we really need a good Hulk movie. Now, I know he's in the Avengers, but after a little while we're going to get bored of the Hulk being in the Avengers. They may even kill him off or something, but we're going to need to reinvent the Incredible Hulk. Now I think this would be a good way of passing the torch, maybe having the She-Hulk maybe come into it. I don't know what they're going to do, but I definitely think the She-Hulk would be a very good idea. Coming at number 7, it is Bullseye. Now, Bullseye is obviously in the Daredevil franchise, and I think obviously we've already had Daredevil, Bullseye, sorry, played in the Daredevil movie. I think we could really get an iconic character if someone comes in and really portrays the Bullseye character, because he is an annoying character, a cocky character which has skills, and it could be very unique in the MCU universe. I think Bullseye is a very underestimated character, and I think we'd finally deserve someone different in the MCU when it comes to villains, and I think he could definitely fill that spot. Now, coming at number 6, we have the Silver Surfer. Now, this one's been going over quite a bit when it comes to around the news. Silver Surfer was supposed to be in Infinity War, and there's news and rumours going everywhere. Apparently, he's going to be in this one. I don't know. I don't really understand. I don't really pay attention to all that. I definitely would love to see the Silver Surfer in the MCU. Again, just like that franchise, the Fantastic Four, it was not as good as they expected it to be, and they've tried to reboot it a couple of times now. And the Silver Surfer was in one of them movies, and I personally did enjoy that movie, but not to the extent that we could enjoy that movie. And I think the Silver Surfer, if he had his own film or was brought into the MCU, I think we could really have a good character build there of that character, the Silver Surfer. Next up, in number 5, we have the Fantastic Four, funny enough. The Fantastic Four definitely need a reboot again. We need to get the best Fantastic Four we can get. Now, Fantastic Four is a great cinematic universe when it comes to Marvel side. When it comes to the comics of them, when it comes to the characters themselves, I'm fully invested. Every film I've seen of the Fantastic Four, hoping it's going to be better, but it just isn't. Now, we finally need the Fantastic Four to come in with a good cast and actually in the Marvel universe and actually let them be grown and build properly. Now, I think that's what we finally need. I think the Fantastic Four are good. I think they need to find a cast that does the job and can perform to its best. I think they can do that. I think the Fantastic Four would be a good addition to the Avengers, especially if we're going to have people killed off, which I do see coming in the future. Whether it's in Endgame or it's coming in the near future, I do see a lot of people being killed off. They're running out of their contracts as well, running down their contracts to the last, and they're not really signing any lately, so who knows who's going to die. And I think the Fantastic Four could fill a couple of spots if we needed them to, and I think they could be the saviour in one of the movies in the near future. And as I said, again, that could be remade. They could reboot it again into their own film and then introduce someone from the MCU into their film. I don't know what they're going to do, but I think the Fantastic Four deserve a spot in this list. Coming at number 4, guys, now we've got Doctor Doom. Now, Doctor Doom, again, linked with Fantastic Four, but Doctor Doom hasn't really been portrayed perfectly yet. Now, I think the guy who was in the Fantastic Four film, done a good job. But I think we really need to get another actor on that guy's level portraying Doctor Doom with a great storyline and a great build. And in the MCU, you're going to get that. No matter what, they character build perfectly. I think there's only been 1 or 2 people I can sit there and say I think needed better. If you think of Quicksilver or someone like that, I think they're the characters that could have been built better. But we got what we got. It was still good enough. It ain't like what we've seen in the Fantastic Four or the Daredevil movie. We're going to get good movies. So I think Doctor Doom, even having his own movie, apparently there's talks of him having his own movie, which would be very cool. I think him being introduced in the MCU as a bad guy would be a definite threat. I don't think we've actually seen the threat of Doctor Doom that really can actually be portrayed in the movies. Now, in the comics, he's a complete badass, and I think we need that in the MCU, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Coming in number 3, it is Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. Now, I don't mean basically reinventing the Daredevil and bringing him into that. Bring him into the Spider-Man. Now, this is another person Spider-Man went against in the comics, in the animated series. Kingpin and Wilson Fisk is a great character. We've seen what he can be in the TV series, but we haven't seen the full extent of what he could be in the MCU. Now, I think, obviously, with the direction that the MCU's going, I think this would be quite a good bad guy. If you think of Thanos and the strength he has, imagine a really bad criminal in Kingpin controlling the whole city of which Tony Stark's in and all the other Avengers. Imagine them trying to stop the Kingpin and other people around him. Imagine them being a whole mob of them with a load of different bad guys. That would just be really cool. I think the Kingpin could have quite a few stories, or even just be in a Spider-Man movie himself. I think the Spider-Man movies in the future, I hope they can continue to use bad guys that haven't been used yet, because we're finally getting Mysterio, and I'm hoping Kingpin or Wilson Fisk could be used in the future. Coming number 2 is another Spider-Man villain, and it is Carnage. Now, whether we bring him into the Venom series or the Spider-Man series, I do not care. Carnage needs to be in the MCU, needs to get a character growth, a good part in the movie, and whether that's in Venom or in the Spider-Man, as I said. Apparently there's hints of him coming into the Venom. I don't know 100% really, but I'd definitely love to see Carnage on the big screen. I think Carnage is a very underestimated villain, and I think he deserves to be in the MCU. He hasn't got a movie or even any movie time yet. I think the Carnage that I remember in the comics was a complete badass and could actually go against the likes of Spider-Man and Venom and give them a good test, and sometimes even beat them. So we need to see Carnage. Now, I think he's also got a jokey side and a very evil side to him, which could be really portrayed very well. If you think of the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn really needs a good character growth as well. Now, we got a good Green Goblin, but I think Norman Osborn weren't so great in the Spider-Man movies. I think even he could be tied into the second spot. But I think Carnage definitely takes this spot because Carnage hasn't even been in a film yet in the MCU. Now guys, it is number 1 spot. If you've enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to smash the thumbs up and comment your thoughts down below on my list, and also give me your list as well. If I've missed any out, don't forget to let me know, because there's got to be loads that I've not even read about. I'm not a big comic book fan like in general, but I read some as I was younger, and I do read a few now and again on my phone and stuff like that. So yeah, bear with me guys. Coming in number 1, now this is obviously going to be on everybody's list, the X-Men universe. Now there's obviously news with Fox and Disney and all that joining together, and we get the X-Men in the MCU. Now I definitely think that's a good way of going about it. Everyone's thinking, oh, Logan, oh, obviously getting Hugh Jackman back as the Wolverine. That would be very cool. I definitely would love to see that. I don't see it happening, but I'd love to see that. But bringing the X-Men we've got now and bringing them into the MCU would be a good way of doing it, because what they're doing is at the moment they're bringing out a new movie, which I'm definitely going to be seeing, Dark Phoenix, I think it's called. And I'm reviewing that on the channel as well, guys. But bringing them into the MCU would be a very good idea, because I think they're going into a direction at the moment where they're running out of ideas. I think they bring them into the MCU, we can get a good film and a good reboot for the X-Men franchise. I think we need that. And I think having them maybe team up with the Avengers or go against the Avengers or something would just be really badass. We need the mutants of the X-Men in the MCU. Now, when I said X-Men universe, that could be the bad guys, that could be the good guys, whatever you want to take on that. X-Men needs to be in the MCU, and I'm definitely excited to see in the future, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get the X-Men in the MCU. So that is it, guys. That is the top 10 list of mine of the MCU characters that need to be in the MCU movies. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this movie. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and hit the bell next to it to be notified when I upload more videos just like this one and other videos when it comes to reviews, reactions, and actually ranking videos. That comes to movies, TV series, and gaming. This is the place for you. Join the community. You will not be basically disappointed. So without further ado, I'll see you next time, guys, on Talking with Jay Springett.